Hi guys, welcome back. I have another video for you guys because I did receive an item that I ordered online that I'm very excited to share with you guys because a lot of people are raving about it. I purchased these on my own. I wasn't sent anything, so you guys know that I do honest reviews and I just give you my plain opinion. This is a review for the LA Colors Truly Matte Foundation. It took about 4 days to arrive. It did come in a box like this, and then it also came with plastic bubble wrap and all of that. So it came very well packaged, and it also came with a packing slip. I ended up ordering 3 different colors because I couldn't decide which one was my shade. These are the 3 lightest shades they have. It comes with a variety of 14 shades. If you do order online though, just keep in mind that the color swatches that they have on there look a little bit darker than the actual foundation colors. For example, the porcelain, which is the lightest shade they have, it does not look porcelain on their swatch. It looks actually like my skin tone. The cost for these is only $7. The second and the third shade up, one was a little bit too light, the other one was a little too dark, so I combined the two and it made the perfect shade for me. So if you're my skin tone, that's what might work for you. It's gonna be a long day for me today, so it'll be a good opportunity for me to show you how long this foundation wears. My skin is combination. I do have some dry areas and some oily areas, so I think that it's a good kind of skin to test out things like this because you get to see if it sticks to the dry patches and if it dissolves on the oily patches. These do come with a pump, so that's very nice. They do also have some other foundations, so don't get them mistaken because this is the Truly Matte Foundation. They also have another one which I've never tested out, so make sure that if you do order that it's the Truly Matte. When you do see these colors in the bottles themselves, I believe that the colors are pretty right on. To keep in mind is that they do oxidize just a little tiny bit, so you will see that the color will actually change once it's on, because when it comes out it looks super light, but then it'll turn to the shade that it looks in the bottle. The color Porcelain, it is the lightest shade they do have available. That right there is too much already, but I will show you what it looks like, and that way you guys can see that it does turn a little bit darker with time. And so that's the way it looks right now. It looks almost white, and that's the color Porcelain. The next color I'm going to try is the color Natural, and that's this one right here. So that's the color Natural right there. But there you go. And then the next one I'm gonna try is the color Nude. So there they are. And I will hold up the swatch in a little bit again so that you guys can see that they did darken a little bit. And so this is Porcelain, this is Natural, and this is Nude. And what ended up working out for me is a combination of Nude and Natural. So I do 1 pump of each, mix it up, and apply that. I will do one side with my illuminating primer since I am older and I don't like to really look matte. And the other side, I'm not gonna even put on a primer, so we'll see how that turns out. And I will walk around like that all day, but it's okay. I want to really show you guys what it looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and use this on half of my face. I only have my skincare underneath this. I usually use a serum, then I use my face cream for the day, and then I use a sunscreen. Sunscreen is the #1 thing for me. You guys can do all the skincare that you want, but if you don't use sunscreen, it's just in vain because the sun really is what damages your skin a lot. I'm also going to run it down my neck. These foundations have dried a little bit more, so let me show you that they have oxidized a little bit. I will be showing it to you as we go in the video, and that way you guys can see that they do oxidize. The way I've seen people apply it is with a brush. Now I'm starting to wonder whether I should do a section of my face with a beauty blender just to see the difference, but I will do that because I really want to show you guys the outcome of this foundation. Mix them with my fingers, then I'm gonna apply it on my face like that. Okay, so I have my beauty blender here. Where is my brush now? Good lord. So I'm gonna use these two in certain areas, and I have to figure out what I'm gonna do. Just start with using the brush up here and see how that goes. Maybe I wasn't supposed to combine the 2 areas. Let me clean that up. I'm gonna use the beauty blender, and this is the new L'Oreal beauty blender, which is really good actually. I'm really impressed with it. Just takes forever with a beauty blender, doesn't it? Now I'm gonna do the side that doesn't have the primer, and let me use my brush down here for that. It just looks like it covers more with the beauty blender than with the brush. I think the brush really thinned it out. It just looks like it has more coverage on this side than this side, because here you can still see a little bit of my discoloration, but this side it looks more covered. I'm gonna go ahead and do another layer because I want to see if it can be layered, because some of these, once they dry, they are cakey if you try to layer them again. They do look like they are drying quick, so that's nice. I like that. I like the application with the Beauty Blender a little better. I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, so it looks like you can layer it if you want to, and it does give you really good coverage. So these are dry now and they have oxidized to the max. I would probably say that it reminds me of my MAC foundation. This is the Pro Longwear foundation. It looks like the LA Colors is a little thicker than the MAC. See, the MAC foundation is starting to run a little bit. Sorry, I'm all bruised up. I've been doing a lot of yard work and things. This is the MAC foundation and this is the LA Colors. And I'm gonna do that on my bruise actually. Okay, so this is the MAC side. And then this is the LA Colors side, and there you go. Okay, so there they are on top of my bruise. That's my bruise right there. And this is the MAC side, this is the LA Colors side, and I'm thinking that the LA Colors had more coverage than my MAC foundation because I can kind of see it more through this side. I have my Estee Lauder foundation. This is the Double Wear. I am in the color Dawn. I have a burn here and I have a bruise there. So yeah, I'm a little clumsy, I guess. That's the one thing I don't like about the Double Wear is that it doesn't have a pump. This is the LA Colors right there. And this is the Double Wear. They both have very good coverage. This is the LA Colors and this is the Double Wear, and this space in between doesn't have foundation because I didn't want to mix them, but it looks like these two have very similar coverage. I was thinking that it compared more to my MAC, but now that I see it, it has even more coverage than my MAC foundation, because this is the bruise over here with the MAC foundation. See if you could still see the bruise there, and see how it kind of disappears with my LA Colors. And this side with this bruise has my Double Wear over here and the LA Colors over here. So the consistency is different, but the coverage is just like my Double Wear. So I'm very impressed. I was trying to take these off of my hand so you guys see that it doesn't come off that easy. And this is a wet wipe, like I said, so that's kind of interesting, I think. Look at that, guys. It took some scrubbing and a wet wipe to get it all off. I want to show you how it has set and oxidized so you guys can see that it really didn't oxidize too much. If you guys can compare it with my chest here and my neck. But I do notice that this side looks more flawless because I did use a primer, and this side I can see my pores a whole lot more because I don't have a primer, and the coverage is also different on both sides. So this side looks like it has more coverage and this side looks like it could use another layer maybe. In my opinion, it was better applied with the Beauty Blender than the brush. Okay, so I'm just showing you guys what it looks like in the car or outside, so you guys can kind of see, but I'll try to get it with more direct light as well. But this is what the foundation is looking like after I did my makeup and everything. This is the side I don't have the primer. This is the side I do. I only powdered around my eyes, didn't put anything else to set it because I want to really get an idea of what it's gonna wear or how it's gonna wear. There you go. So it's been maybe about an hour and a half, and yeah, we just turned and the sun is hitting me directly, but maybe this is a good chance for you guys to see it in the sunlight directly. So like this. I'm wearing foundation. Right. Okay.
I'm also wearing the LA Colors foundation. I've been wearing it for 6 hours. My mom mixed 2 colors, the dark and the light, and it made a really nice color for me. I really like it. Oh my gosh, the light.
Hello.
It's 3.5 hours later, and I just wanted to show you guys really quick what it looks like still. This is the side that I don't have a primer. This is the side where I have a primer, and I really do think that the primer makes a difference. See you guys in a bit. So I am back, and it has been approximately 9.5 hours of wearing the foundation. I have eaten throughout the day a couple of times. I've been out and about doing things the whole day. So it's been kind of a busy day. You guys will see that I have a lot of oil shining through by 9.5 hours of wear. And also, so you guys know, I did not do any touch-ups whatsoever. So that way you guys get a really clear idea of how the foundation held up. This is the side where I used the primer. And it looks pretty good, aside from the fact that, you know, obviously the oil has seeped through. And then this is the side where I did not have a primer, so you can see that it kind of looks a little bit more transparent than this side. As far as it looking like it was seeping into my lines, it doesn't look like it, but I do notice right here under my nose, I don't know what this is. Maybe it's because of the dry spots that I have, but see how it kind of accumulated right there? It came right off after I did that. Yeah, mostly around my nose right here is where I see that it kind of collected. And just now when I did this to remove the excess, I do notice that it kind of rubbed the foundation off a little bit. So you can kind of see my skin through. And of course around my mouth, you can kind of see how it kind of wore out a little bit. I think that it's holding up pretty good for 9.5 hours of wear. And the fact that it's not seeping into my wrinkles is really nice. And I'm still covered. And I think that if I would have actually touched up, it would have done even better. And the side that did have the primer obviously does look better than the side that did not, because you can kind of see through a little bit more than this one. But 9.5 hours of wear, guys, that's impressive. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the link down below. I believe that shipping was $6 or so for the entire order of these three. And if you order a certain amount, I think you do get free shipping. I'm not sure if it's plastic or glass, to be honest with you guys. Maybe it's hard plastic, but the pump is really nice, and I did find it comparable to my Estee Lauder. I am very impressed, very happy with the results, and I do believe that this is a good foundation to try out. I have worn it before. It did not break me out. I do wear a lot of moisturizers, and so a lot of the oils from my moisturizers do kind of seep out of my foundations if I don't touch up. So that's kind of like what happened here. It's definitely a foundation that I will continue to buy, and maybe even replace my Estee Lauder with it. I'm really considering it. If you guys like this video, please rate it, give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't done so already. I appreciate you for watching today, and I hope you guys are doing great. We have a little bit of a delay here with the move, so I hope to see you guys on my next video. Till then, God bless you guys and have a really beautiful day. Bye.